Hey, yeah. What up, y'all? NERDCORE Dave. Check it out, guys. We've been busy trying to get all this stuff situated. You can see I got my stuff, more stuff, and even downsizing, getting rid of some of these boxes. But check this out. I wanted to show you guys something really cool I picked up. You probably are going to find this hard to believe, but I splurged this weekend. And I got me, since Carnage Fever is in full effect, and Absolute Carnage month and all that stuff's going on, Carnage covers, I decided to get the PVC Carnage diorama statue, whatever. I don't know if, how good is it, you can see that, but this thing is a bad mamma jamma. And you can see it's about, well, there's a comic, so you can judge the size. See that? So yeah, this bad boy, can you see it, will be going in the case for sure. I'm gonna have to make some room, but yeah. So happy Carnage month. May the symbiote be with you, and let's get on with the show. Carnage, hey, Cletus, hit the music. Side note, with my collectibles in the boxes, what I do is I get a sturdy box and I put these boxes inside that box and I put them up in my attic in a safe space, and that way you guys know how important having the packaging is for collectibles. So that's how I handle my business. Now, on with this shit. Edit. Well, guys, guess who's so rusty at videos that they forgot to press record whenever they started doing their unboxing. If you're guessing this guy right here, you'd probably be right. But hey, I had the trusty Gerber dime out with a little hook. I had my DCBS order, boom. And of course, as usual, they had that self-forming foam on the sides, and it was packed really good. And then there's 3 of these. So they has this, what they're doing is wrapping it in rubber bands, like I don't know, probably 10 or 15 comics, and then now they get like a heat sealed plastic coating, which is cool. But I started already talking about these, and I was like, wait, did I press record? Shit. So I believe my quote was, I want to see what kind of shit is in this shit. So let's check it out. Giant Size X-Men #1 facsimile. Originally, this is the first appearance of almost all these characters except for Wolverine. I think Wolverine's 2nd or 3rd appearance if you count the cameo. No, I guess if you count the cameo, it would be 4th appearance. 2nd full appearance. But Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Thunderbird, all those new X-Men, or the original new X-Men, that's their first appearances. Got another facsimile of New Mutants '98. First appearance of Gideon, Domino, and the lethal Deadpool, which you may have heard of. Oh yeah, before I go on any further, it feels like I got these are the halfbacks with the regular mylights, so the thinner mylights and the thinner Gerber backing board. So theoretically, you should never have to I should never have to replace these. As always, I always say I'm going to swap these out. I'll put some of the stuff in regular bags and boards, and my more valuable comics into the mylights. And then mylite 2s are a little thicker. They're 2 mil, and they'll come with the fullbacks with them. If I have any in here, I don't know. Deceased #3, badass cover. It's another one of those movie homages. I have no idea. As a horror buff, I'm kind of ashamed to say I don't know what movie poster this is. Deceased #3, the regular cover. It's regular. That's the A cover. Arrow #1. I want to say this is the B cover. I knew there was going to be an Art Germ one, but I really dug this. I don't know why this one wasn't more popular. I was really digging that. Let's do this. Another Giant Size X-Men #1 facsimile. And then I got the True Believers, and you can bet your sweet patooties that these are coming out of the Mylights. And this is the True Believers. It's Spider-Man Unlimited #1. Of course, I have the regular, the original, but I still enjoy them because I kind of like to think of them as a variant. Blossom 666 #5. I think this might be the final issue on this. I haven't even started reading it. Again, so far behind. Jughead, The Hunger versus Vampironica #3. I don't know who did this cover, but it's pretty ill, man. Nice painted cover. House of X. You guys probably all jumped on board for this, right? A lot of hype with the Jonathan Hickman thing. Trying to reboot and reimagine the X-Men mythology. So this is the connecting cover, I believe. And then I got another facsimile of X-Men 137. This is the Phoenix Saga. Dark Red #5. I can't believe they're at #5 already. Probably because I didn't realize I didn't get a #4. But this series looks like it's going to be bad as hell. Again, didn't start reading it. I'm actually really excited to start reading that one. If I ever have time again. As always, they covered it in a backing board, so it's like a bonus backing board. That's cool. Let's go ahead and get the trusty Gerber dime again. And this is there's a backing board on here, so I'm just lightly putting an X on here, and that way I can kind of just peel it apart like a little fruit roll-up. And then, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these gum bands being on here, but whatever. Let's see here. They kind of like bind it, you know what I mean? They make it kind of tight, and that could actually cause some creasing. But so there's 2 extra bonus boards. And this again is a Mylight and a halfback. I can feel the difference. You can hear, but you hear that? That's not what a normal bag sounds like. So that's definitely a Mylight, man. Mylight too. You can tell the difference once you get a little bit of experience with them. But anyways, this is Venom Annual 1, and it's the Acts of Evil, the A cover. Guys, how can this be Venom Annual 1? Venom Annual 1 was last year. You remember that? In fact, Walmart had that exclusive. Remember, it was the logo had the different colors on it? I don't know. Riddle me that. Powers of X #1, the variant edition. This is the character variant. So this is, I think she's a new character. She seems to have the powers of a bunch of different X-Men. This one I'm actually excited about because right when I came back to comic collecting, this thing skyrocketed not too long afterwards. But Carnage Mind Bomb #1, the True Believers variant, if you will. We got 2 of those. That's a good time. Oh, better make it 3. So I know this book went from being a $1 book to a $50 book. All because Donny Cates said that it was the scariest book he ever read, and obviously he's tying it into, I'm going to assume he's tying it into Absolute Carnage, which starts this week, by the way. Oh, yeah. Spawn Black and White variant, number 299. That's the homage to ASM, Amazing Spider-Man 299. Sweet. Here's the Virgin edition. Batman Who Laughs #7. This is the A cover, I believe. And this is the B cover. David Finch. This is bad as hell, too. David Finch does really nice work. Plus, there's skulls on it. But I think I kind of like this one better, as much as I bitch about the floating heads on these on this series. Just because it's an homage to the first cover, so it's kind of bookends. We like bookends. Conan. This is another series I enjoy a lot. Conan the Barbarian #8. So I'll be looking forward to reading that one. And the standard A cover of Spawn, 299, the ASM 299 homage. And if I could, I would pull that. I had it on my wall, but took it up to get CGC'd. I don't know if I made a video about that, but I took a bunch of stuff to get CGC'd recently. So, oh yeah, and let's get on to the third. Like I said, it's the hat trick, the trifecta. Oh, we got 4 bonus boards so far. Again, trusty Gerber dime, lightly, oh, so gingerly. Putting an X on there. Oh, maybe a little too. Come on, bro, do I even lift? All right, there we go. I'm excited to open this, man. You know, I had a long day at work today, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing an unboxing video. I want to see what's in here. All right, be gone. Another bonus protective bag and board. Yeah, these are all halfbacks and Mylights. So anyways, this is True Believers She-Venom #1. This was in the Venom miniseries. It wasn't called She-Venom. It was Venom Sinner Takes All #3. That's what it was. So that's the original. Carnage USA, Spider-Man, True Believers #1. That's such a badass cover. Sea of Stars #1, and of course I had to get the Mike Mignola cover. We all love Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy and that whole universe. He did a shit ton of well, hell, let's see, what did he do? Let's see, he's done a lot of stuff. He did a lot of stuff through DC, a lot of their Elseworlds annuals covers, and of course he did the Death in the Family covers, which were amazing. Alright, let's check it out. Savage Avengers #3. This was a blind order here. I was like, Savage Avengers, Carnageized? Hells yeah. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about some of these Carnageized covers. I mean, there's a couple of them, like the Thor is bad as hell, Bill Sienkiewicz. The X-Men with Emma Frost is cool as hell. There's probably about 3 or 4 of them that I really, really dug. But other than that, I was kind of like, eh. And I don't know if it's the character design of Carnage. Like the Venom design's so badass that it seems like they can do so much with it. It's black. But like, I don't know, man. I'm not digging it. Here's another facsimile of New Mutants '98. Another She-Venom, True Believers. Hey, Naomi #6. These over here where the sun don't shine. Symbiote Spider-Man #4, Greg Land cover. Oh yeah, here's a tasty one. True Believers Carnage #1. This is the reprint of the first appearance of Carnage. I think it's ASM 361. Somewhere in that area. I'm pretty sure it's 361. Venom #16, the Carnageized variant. You know, I try to get all the Venom cover. Well, I shouldn't say all. Venom, in case you guys, for you new guys, Venom's really my main collection anymore. And I try to get at least all the store variants, not the store variants, the regular variants, including like the previews exclusives and stuff like that. But trying to get all the store variants, man, you got to be insane. You got to be loaded, billionaire or something. So I just kind of be happy with what I can find, and occasionally pick up a store variant if it's that badass, whatever. Or if I luckily come across it. No jinxies, Spy Dog, no jinxies. Alright, X-Men #1, facsimile. How cool is that? This is DC's Young Animals first issue of Collapser. Specking on the first issues, man. A Faithless #4, the Jenny Frison erotica cover. I haven't even seen it yet. I don't know what's in there, but cool. And last, another giant size X-Men facsimile. And that's it, man. And let's see, what do we get? 6 extra bonus boards and a bunch of garbage. Some scrap and some free rubber band. Hell, it's worth it just for the rubber bands. Alright, well guys, that's it for the DCBS unboxing for July. I know I'm gonna have a couple more big orders, and I don't know, man. I gotta start shaving it down. I'm getting running out of room around here. Alright guys, so I got some CGCs back, and I had to buy a new CGC box, and this is an actual CGC licensed box. I figured if it says CGC real big on it, then if anybody breaks in my house, you know which books to take.
You know exactly which ones to take. Yes.
Don't have to worry about anybody when I get home having to, you know, deal with that, and you know, just me and the cat, and can take a shower.
We'll know which box is missing.
Yep, just take the good ones, guys. But
Just leave a note on the door.
Yeah.
Take the CGC box.
I was thinking about painting arrows on the floor right to the expensive comics.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, like when you're at the hospital and you're.
Yes, yes.
All right. So, anyways, we got a bunch. I got a bunch of CGCs back. I don't think you got any back for a long time, huh?
No, I don't have any out right now.
Pussy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have some that I am thinking about taking down. So.
Cool.
We'll see
What about you? You haven't taken any for CGC yet,
I don't
huh?
have any CGCs.
Wow.
I
You need to get on the ball, man.
I
You got a
think
couple good books there to put in
Maybe
there.
that Jennison Jameson.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Is it a 9.8?
That's what she said.
Not when you're done. Not when you're done with it. Ah, dude.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, well, let's hope the shine doesn't.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize.
Oh,
We can start over.
well, no.
Can we
Just-
edit? Can we edit?
No.
it'll be okay. I think it's in about the right place.
Yeah.
It's kinda-
How about? Do you want? Before I get started, I'll put this up there. See if it
Here,
shines.
let me let you.
You ready?
know.
So this is one I pulled out of a dollar bin. This is the
What?
yeah, Edge of Spider-Verse. I can pull a couple of these and a second print out of the dollar bins. Edge of Spider-Verse #5, the first appearance of Penny Parker. If you guys saw these, does it look all right?
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, there's a little bit of. Oh no, that's worse. That's right there.
Right there. That's what she said.
Right there.
All right, so if you saw Into the Spider-Verse, she's the one with the robot that has the spider that she has a mental link to or whatever. I sent this in because I thought I'd get a higher grade on it. Honestly, even a second print, it was hard to find high grades of these. I thought this one, if I got it pressed, I would be all right. I was hoping for like around 9.6 or so. But it came back a what?
What was it?
9.4. But I ain't mad, man. You know what I mean?
I would not be mad with a 9.4.
I'll take it. You know what I mean? It's the first appearance. 9.4. Still near mint, obviously. Mid-grade, I guess mid-near mint. So I ain't mad. It was worth it.
Yes.
Then, maybe I'll save that one for next to last. This one I sent in.
That one's cool.
What if Spider-Man the Other? Now I have 2 copies of this, and I was convinced that I wouldn't need a press. I just bought 2 of these because I really like the cover originally.
I do. That's a cool cover. I like that.
So
I'm just gonna double check and make sure that there's no glare.
So I sent it in, didn't get it pressed. I figured it would be all right. I figured it would definitely come back at 9.6 or 9.8. I was hoping for a 9.8, obviously. And this is also the first appearance of. Well, I guess it isn't really Gwenum. It's Poison. So it's like a dead Gwen with a Venom suit attached.
Oh,
It's creepy.
That's kind of creepy.
Wow.
But I think they used Poison in an X-Men storyline, X-Men Gold or something like that recently. X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, I was hoping for a 9.8.
Yeah.
Got a 9.6. Not so bad.
Not so bad.
Could've been
I like
worse.
the reveal.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I need a music there when I did.
Yes.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
Maybe
You need something.
What about that whammy music from? Remember the whammies?
Oh, yeah. Press your luck.
Yeah, Press Your Luck. If I could play that music for you. All right. So then, this is one, guys. I'll tell you what, man. These I had 3 or 4. Actually, I think I had 4 copies of this. I bought because I loved it. And I actually have this tattooed on myself, honestly. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 33. Mark Bagley artwork. I love this cover so much. This book, unless it's a 9.8, it's going to be worthless. But I just wanted it because it's one of my favorite covers ever. And it's my tattoo. Now, I was looking at the other copies I had, and they had a spine split. And I don't think this one has it. Let's take a look. But it did have some kind of something on the UPC. And I remember taking an eraser and trying to lightly get it off. And I was like, there's no way any of these are going to come back like a 9.8. And but I was like, you know what? If they come back a 9.2, I'm like, it's not a key or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I still have a CGC one for myself.
Right.
That's really what I wanted.
Right.
So it came back a 9.8.
Wow, nice.
I couldn't
Very
believe
nice.
it, man.
Very nice.
But it did have some kind of sticky stuff on it, like, and I thought I got it off, but it didn't look right. But I guess I was wrong. I guess somehow it squeaked through the system.
Wow.
Ain't mad.
I would not be upset at all with that.
So this is, I saw this one going on eBay for a nice little chunk of change. This is the gold edition of the 90s Todd McFarlane Spider-Man #1. Now, what's interesting about this one is that I remember going to a con in like 2000, and this guy having a whole short box full of those, and selling them for $1 a piece. And I remember looking at them and thinking, oh God, do I need any more of these? I got the first prints. But I was like, I'll get the gold just because it's gold. And I just grabbed one out of there, and I had it pressed and sent it when I sent it in. And I was hoping it would come back, hopefully a 9496. 98.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
That was a win.
That's
I was very happy about that.
Wow.
So I couldn't believe that came back in 98, man. But yeah, so I'm real happy with that. Now the other ones, the first prints, I have multiple copies of. So
yeah, I would be very happy with that.
then we have here. Let's roll with these ones. The Spider-Man #1 Direct Silver Edition. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. The Silver Edition, there is a number of copies out there that have a blue lizard misprint in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you guys ever see these, look to see if if it has a blue lizard. I'm not sure what pages it is. I have to look. But I don't know if this one has a blue lizard or not. Because when I sent it in, I was like, if it has a blue lizard, it'll be marked, right? Yeah. Well, then I found out after the fact that CGC doesn't recognize that blue lizard misprint on their labels.
Oh, so you'll never know.
Yeah, CBCS apparently does, though. They mark on it as a misprint. So, but anyways, obviously this one and the regular one I'm going to show, I bought these off the shelf. They're my copies, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got the cool Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the logos. Yeah, I got the cool Spider-Man logos there. Can you guys see? See that? I paid an extra $5 to get the customized Spidey logo. See?
Yeah, that's cool. I was noticing that.
So, and what were the other ones? Let's make sure it's good. I got the Spider-Man logos on those. They all have the same Spider-Man logo. So that was before the Venom logo, so the Venom book doesn't have the Venom logo. But anyways, I sent it in. I don't think I had this pressed. And it came back a 9.6. So, but you know what? I'm at that point where I'm saying, I'm going to have to get everything pressed. Every fucking thing's going to have to be pressed, because that would have been a 9.8, I guarantee.
If you would have got it pressed, it probably would have been a 9.8.
Ain't that a bitch? Every single book's going to have to be pressed, Dave.
Wow.
But I ain't mad. It is what it is.
But get you a 9.8 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For whatever it is, 10, 15 bucks.
Yeah, spend that little extra.
So, like I said, I have multiple copies of these, so like I might pull out another one of mine and get it pressed and see what comes back. So that's cool, dude. And then we have the regular. This one I sent in because it was a newsstand, and it's not as a nice copy as the ones that I have, the other ones I have, but it's the only newsstand one I have. So I was like, you know what? Then you guys know the newsstands go for more than the direct editions. So I was like, you know what? I want to see what it gets out of this, and I think I did have this one pressed because there was like flaws. I wasn't sure if it was going to hit near mint or whatever, or high grade. But it came back a 9.2, so bottom of the barrel near mint, just squeaked by. But it's a newsstand, and honestly, I'm going to send out one of my direct editions and press it and send it out and see if I can get a 9.8 too. But since it was a newsstand, I'm cool with the 9.2, I guess. Here's another one, man, that is hard to find a high grade. And this is another one that had like a little bit of pudge on it, but I was like, hey, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to send it out anyways. Also got the Spidey logo on it. This is Venom Lethal Protector #1, the shininess of the Venom. And that's a classic McFarlane cover. And I got, of course, the Spidey logo for the extra $5. But I didn't know. I figured it would probably be like a 9.2.
Okay.
Hopefully. Came back a 9.4. So it's somewhat of a win.
Yeah.
But again, this is a book that really isn't worth it. I just wanted it for my collection. You know what I mean? I wanted one in my collection. It's CGC encapsulated. So, so would I've loved a 9.8? Fucking right, I would have. But all things considered, And that's one I bought off the shelf. Like I said, they're hard to find. Like you find them in back issue bins, and because that card stock and the shininess, they're all kinked up, and spinal issues. Now here's interesting. Marvel Spotlight 32. I sent this out, and right as I sent it out, it got hot. And this has the Avengers logo on it, if you can see that one. And the back says Avengers on it. Something interesting too about these logos is the notes. So like, it says here Origin and First Appearance of Spider-Woman. Normally is on the front, but the one with the logo, the ones with the logos, it's on the back.
Oh.
So, and it has the cool Evil Knievel ad on it.
Okay.
So anyways, I sent this out. I had it pressed. And I was really hoping, I figured it'd come back probably around a 6.5.
Okay.
And it came back
What was it?
6.5.
Oh, very good, dude. Very good. Good call.
So, it is what it is. I ain't mad. Now this one.
Yeah.
Let's go to this. Are you guys paying attention? Are you still with me?
We're still with
Right
you.
here.
We're paying attention.
All
We're still with you here.
This one got hot after I sent it out as well. And this is the Savage She-Hulk #1.
With the Avengers logo?
Did I get the Avengers logo on it? I did get the Avengers logo on this one. Okay, so that was before they had the Hulk logo, but I wanted the Avengers logo on it anyways because I know she was Hulk first, but she's more of an Avenger than... Actually, she's kind of been in everything, right? She's got a little...
Fantastic Four, too.
Little
Wasn't she for
green toes dipped in everything. Yeah, she was FF. She was A-Force. She was all kinds of shit. So anyways, I wanted to get this encapsulated because I knew the female characters, the same with the Spider-Woman and stuff like that. I'm trying to get them all and before they hit. And I sent it out, and I figured it was going to come back about an 8.5.
What did you get? I'm curious.
I know.
Nice.
So very fine plus.
Cool.
That's a win, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know, half a.
Now, are these on until you reveal it in here for the video?
I put them on. Yeah, I put them on before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was going to be a reveal for you as well.
No, I saw. I looked at them, but they kind of were on the one because that one with the Batman 604.
Yeah.
That one I was so pissed off about getting a lower grade that I didn't even look at the other CGCs.
Oh.
So they kind of were.
So it was kind of a nice surprise when you did look at them because they actually got some pretty good grades.
Yeah,
on those.
that was the only one that
nice.
didn't get a
Yeah.
good grade.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then speaking of hot books, you guys know it's absolute carnage fever right now.
Yes.
So I got an ASM 361. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, I have one already, but it was like a 7.5, I think.
I think so.
But this one I picked up for actually about half the value at the time for my local comic shop because somebody just walked in and sold them a whole collection and there was like 3 good books in it. And I was like, I'll take that one because it was actually pretty decent. And I was kind of surprised he was selling it for the price he was. So anyways, I had it, of course I had it pressed. And it had a little indentation on it, but other than that, it looked pretty good. And I figured it was going to be a near mint, but I didn't know what. And it came back a 9.2, so it's near mint.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm happy to have a near mint First Appearance Carnage.
Oh yeah.
Has the Spidey logo on it, of course. And guys, there's 2 printings of this. One is this one. With the black background, and then the second printing has the silver background. I don't have any of the silver printings, second printings, but I'd like to get one, I think. I agree with that. So that's that one. And then, on to the other hot fires.
Yeah, that one.
The classic. This is Betty and Me #16. The classic sexual innuendo cover. Are you familiar with this one, Dave?
Yeah, I think
Would you like to read it, Dave?
it's kind of late now.
Here, how about
the
this?
writing's as good as Jenna Jameson.
How about this, Janine? You read Archie, and I'll read I'll read Veronica or Betty.
Okay.
Archie, did you have any trouble rescuing me?
I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys.
No, it's I had to beat off 3 other guys.
3 other guys.
He's very adamant about beating them off.
He is. It's in like very big, capital red letters. Yeah.
Code red. Code red.
Code red. Code red.
Hey, Archie.
So anyway, look at the stars around the guys' heads. It's hilarious. He really did a job on them, huh?
World.
He did a job on them. So anyways, I wonder if is there a note on here? No, off the off-white pages. So anyways, this thing was kind of, I'm not going to say it was a mess, but I didn't really know how to grade it because I knew it was mid-grade. It's dinged up pretty good, but I had it pressed, and a lot of the issues with it too was the indentations.
Yeah.
So we sent it in, and it came back. I was very surprised. It came back a 6.5, which is actually a pretty good grade for this, man.
For that book, yeah.
I think the guy at the shop said that that's going for what, like $300, $400 or something like that.
Yeah, wow. maybe even like he said that with that grade, it might even be close to 5.
Yeah. So
CGC, yeah.
So that's pretty awesome, man. That's a win.
That's definitely a win.
So I'm happy with that. And then lastly, this is the one that came back. This came back so fast, man. Swamp Thing 37, the first appearance of John Constantine. So you guys remember I bought this at that mini con that was not too long ago?
Yes.
And I thought it looked really, really, really super nice. But then when I was taking it to get CGC, I had them really pick it over, and they pointed out a couple spinal ticks, and I was like, but I figured I'll have it pressed, and it'll probably still come back at 9.4 or 9.6. I'm like, it's not going to be a 9.8, but it'll be 9.4, 9.6. And it came back 9.4. So, yeah, I finally got my Constantine. That was one of the books for this year that I definitely wanted to get. I think I only have one more book. What did I say the 3 books were this year when I made my New Year's resolution? That one?
The Hulk.
The Hulk 180, which I got one, not the grade I wanted, but it's hard to find.
Right.
And then ASM 300?
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen was one of them too, huh? I added that one on, I think. Gonna have to get that one too. But if I get either one of those, and maybe not both, I'll be happy. For the year. That was my New Year's resolution. But that's it for the CGCs. I'm pretty happy overall, man.
Yeah, those are some pretty good grades.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think, yeah, they're all pretty much wins. Aside from what was it, the 9.2? Everything else seems to be a win, man. Yeah, the 9.4s, but hey, what are you gonna do? They're $1 books anyways, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's my CGC haul. Thanks for joining us. Do Vanilla Fingerz at Twitter. Tweet the shit out of him. Keep him up all night. Have that thing chirping all night at him. Don't let him get any sleep. Thanks for joining me, Endocrine. And I guess we'll catch up with you guys later.
All right,
NERDCORE out.
NERDCORE out.
What if I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and they became arch enemies? Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems. The Emperor and Stan Lee would coach the 2 opposing teams. Keep it clean, no bad.